Welcome back, everybody. My name is Razor. Today we're going to be playing a little bit of Stellaris. Stellaris is a real-time strategy space simulator game by Paradox. That's the best way to put it. We're going to hop right into new game. A new game, you can do randomize empire, create new, which is what we're going to do today, or you can select some of the other ones. These are the creative ones that are already in here. You can choose these to get a jump start without having to create your own. It'll get you it'll help you get the feels for it instead of having to go through and create all of your different empires. Or you can make your own. I was messing around and made the Zombie Nation, the Galactic Poisax, and the Versac Stellar Empire. Now, these little things over here is empire spawning is allowed. Now, what this does is your created empires have a chance of spawning into your games that you create. Now, that's actually pretty cool. You can either have them spawning allowed, force spawning, they'll always appear in regular games, or they'll never appear. Now, I actually wouldn't mind running into these guys, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to create new today. Click new. They give all, you see all this on the side here: species, appearance, name, list, traits, ruler, homeworld, name and class, city, appearance, empire, government, and ethics, empire name, and flag, ship, starting weapons, FTL method, and ship appearance. You're going to start up here with appearance, go through mammalian, mammals, reptilian, reptiles, aliens, birds, anthropoids, I guess like fucking insects and all those other nasty things, muscoids, crustaceans, snails, all that jazz, and fungoid, which looks really cool in my opinion. I really like the way these guys look. But we're going to go with mammalian today. Cat. And we're going to go with the cat name of Quathix. Let's see what else. And yeah, we're going to go with that. Quathix. You go to the name lists. You get to choose which names will actually be decided for them. Examples of leader names: when you make a leader, ruler, general, scientist, anything where you actually have to create a person, and anybody after your initial ruler will be a name generated such as this. I actually think I'm just going to go. I'm gonna go with mammalian too. I think maybe. Well, we're gonna go with this just because they look pretty cool. You can do a ship prefix like, "Hey, my name is Razor," so we're gonna type in Razor. Ship prefix Razor Gel Tenki. Go Stellar. Spell Stella. Stella. Stecca. Stella. Stella Gel Tenki. Alright. Or you can just do ship. Why not? I'm not going to do that today because I don't think a ship prefix is really needed. So we're going to do that. Then you go to traits. Traits is the racial traits for the race you choose. You get 2 trait points left is 2, trait picks left are 4. Well, you can choose 4 altogether and you start out with 2 points. All these different ones are actually really cool. Agrarian, food plus 15, thrifty, energy credits plus 15%, minerals plus 15. That's really huge. Intelligent, natural engineers, engineering output, and intelligence is really cool. That helps you get your research. Natural engineering output plus 15, physics output plus 15, and society output plus 15. So if you're going to choose one of these, you might as well go intelligent and get 10 for all. Extremely adaptive makes you habitability makes you easier to survive in other climates. Adaptive, that's extremely adaptive. Then you got adaptive, non-adaptive, opposite. Rapid breeders should speak for itself. Your people grow very fast. Slow breeders, you breed very slow. Talented, leader skill levels plus 1. That's actually really cool. Quick learners, your leaders level up really quickly. Slow learners, they level up really slow. Very strong, speaks for itself. Your army is going to be very powerful. They're going to do a lot more damage than normal, which 40% is huge. Or you can go with strong, which is only 1 point, and you get half that gain. We're going to go ahead and click that one because that's one that I actually want. Communal plus 5% sedentary. Plus 50% migration time and resettlement costs plus 33. Nomadic is the exact opposite. Communal, happiness, solitary, minus, same thing. Charismatic, hey, repugnant, other. Yep. Okay. We're going to go with repugnant because it's only minus 1% happiness, so that gives me an extra 2 points to spend. Yeah, conformists, ethics, diversity, Venerable, little lifespan plus 100 years, enduring plus 30 years. I'm actually going to go with that one as well because that's actually very big to me. Yeah. Resilient, and these are the ones you can't choose now because I already chose other ones. So I still have one more point that I can do. I'm not sure what I want to do. They're cats. I guess cats breed really fast, but you know what? I actually might go with non-adaptive. Maybe. No, we're going with that one because migration costs, screw that. And then we're going to come up here and we are going to choose, where to go? Can I choose any of this? Oh no, that's right, you can only choose 4. Damn it. Alright, so that completely shot my plan in the face. So we're going to go with quick learners. Strong, enduring, and they're quick learners. Sounds like a cat to me. Alright, we're going to go with the female leader. Her name is going to be Silva Clawfixios. I can spell today. Clawfixios. Yes. Color variant. Let's see. We're gonna go with white. It's close to silver, I guess, right? Silver. It's gray. Yeah, we're going with that. Clothes, we're gonna go with this blue one. I like the color blue. Then it's gonna move on to your homeworld. The homeworld name is going to be Felina, like cats. Sin. Don't ask me why I'm spelling it that way. I just am. This affects your beginning homeworld, like Earth. Sin will be like ours. We call ours the sun. This will be the sun. Our star name, our sun's gonna be called Sin. You can do starting solar system. This is pretty cool too. If you do solar system, it'll be like our Earth solar system with the adjacent stars. And then the Ned system, it'll be the Commonwealth of Man starting solar system. I don't know what that is. I'm not really sure at all. And then random, we're just gonna do random because that's just how it's gonna be. And when you choose your world, which world you want to be on, this is pretty big too. The tropical world, continental world, ocean world, Arctic world, tundra world, arid world, or desert world. It chooses your habitability for the other worlds. So continental habitability is going to be plus 80%, tropical 60, ocean 60, desert 20, Arctic 20. Then if you choose another one, all those numbers are going to change. And some of those might not even be on there. So, like, in this one, you can see the tundra is not on there at all. So, some of these, depending on which ones you choose, it might not be very well for you. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go with tropical, and you can choose your type of city after that. The city really doesn't do anything except for when you click on things, what it's going to look like and what your buildings will look like when you're building them and stuff. I like the way the avian city looks just because of the arches and stuff, so I'm going to go with the avian city. And after you choose that, it's going to move to your empire, your government, and ethics. This actually affects the way your race itself is going to react to everybody out there in the universe, every situation that's going to come up, every random event. So let's go through them. The greens are 1 point, the orange are 2 points. Kind of like with when you're building your traits, it's kind of like a point system. You get to choose 2, regardless. You have to choose 2. I'm pretty sure you can't have 3. Right? Oh, you can have 3. Whoa, I didn't know that one. Okay, that's huge. I didn't know you could choose 3. My brain just exploded. Alright, so we're actually going to look at these. Militarist. The only virtues are courage and discipline, and channeled properly, they can overcome any obstacle. Therein lies true strength. Force withheld, a promise made. And then you go above it, and the thing's going to change. Now, xenophobe. The stakes could not be higher as we reach into the vast, uncharted expanses of the galaxy, for we are gambling with the very survival of our species. Never trust the alien. Its false smile hides an unknowable mind. Alright. A militarist, it's just like that. Like it says, Army and Alliance influence cost is plus 50%. Basically, that means If you want to make an alliance, it's going to cost you influence. Rivalry influence gain is plus 25% because you're militarist. You're always in a competition. Army damage plus 10%. That's actually really huge and will actually stack on top of your other trait. And when your people are at war, your people are happy because you're very violent. Xenophobe, you fear other aliens. Individualist, community is a means to an end, not an end in itself. Only by empowering the individual to reach their maximum potential do we achieve true freedom. Pardon me. Energy credits plus 10%, slavery tolerance minus 50%, ethics divergence plus 5%. Now, that speaks for itself. They'd rather be their free mind. Materialist. As we reach for the stars, we must put away childish things, gods, spirits, and other phantasms of the brain. Reality is cruel and unforgiving, yet we must steel ourselves and secure the survival of our race through the unflinching pursuit of science and technology. Okay, so your physics output, society output, and engineering output are plus 5%. That's like your research and stuff, and your buildings themselves that are going to be putting stuff out. Fairly certain. Pacifist, exact opposite of militarist. At maximum embassies plus 1. Hey, you're a very peace-loving people, so you want to be with people. Rivalry influence gain is minus 25%. That really sucks. Your army damage minus 10%. That really sucks. Population modifiers plus 10%. Food, that's pretty cool. More happiness minus 10%. I would never be a pacifist in this game unless I just was going to go do a peace-loving playthrough, and nope. Xenophile, exact opposite of xenophobe. Who knew? There exists in all of us a deep-seated fascination for the unknown, an adventurous spirit that rejects the familiar and glorious in the unfamiliar, whatever or whomever it may be. And it means they love other aliens. Collectivist, pop modifier, slavery tolerance plus 50%, food consumption minus 5%. Society has long since evolved past the insignificant rivalries and concerns of individuals. We are numerous but one, and the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Okay, Spock. Alright. Basically, this means you all work together, you're okay with slavery, and you just eat less food so everyone else can survive. Spiritualist, exact opposite of materialist. Materialist, yeah. There are those think it behooves us to remember how tiny we are, how pointless our lives in this vast, uncaring universe. That's weird. What nonsense. The only truth we can ever know is that of our own existence. The universe, in all its apparent glory, is but a dream we all happen to share. Yeah, whatever. So, the cats, Clothics, they're going to be very militaristic. They want to expand, and it's going to be by an iron grip that if you don't listen, you're going to be in trouble. Alright? And I think I'm going to go with materialist because these guys want everything in their grip. They're nice, but if you stand in their way, they're going to take you out. And then, depending on what you choose here, will affect what is available over here. As you can see, when you click this, your background changes as well. Alright? And I think it'll only change it once, like, unless you choose an orange. Yep, okay, unless you choose an orange. So, we're going to go with, like I said, materials. And it changes your forms of government. And your forms of government are all these. I'm going to only go over the ones that I can actually choose. Military Republic, hold an election every 5 years to select a new ruler. Your army upkeep is minus 10% huge. Ship upkeep minus 10% huge. War happiness plus 5%. Once again, the happiness isn't that big of a modifier for me when I chose this. I want the damage. Military junta, holds an... Oh, I'm sorry. This one. The government is a militaristic form of democracy where full citizenship can only be gained through military service. That sounds like Starship Troopers. The voting franchise is limited to full citizens, and they are only the ones allowed to hold public offices. Sounds about right. So, very militaristic. Military junta. Holds an election every 40 to 50 years to select a new ruler. Ship cost minus 10%, ship upgrade cost minus 25%. Both of those are huge. This government is a militaristic form of oligarchy, where power rests with a council of high-ranking military officers who oversee all matters of state. That's pretty cool too. Then you got military dictatorship. Holds an election upon ruler death to select a new ruler. Each ruler can build an oversized ship. That's really nice. Naval capacity plus 20%, ship upkeep minus 5%. That's huge. This government is a militaristic form of autocracy, with the ruler serving as the undisputed head of military, which is firmly in control of the state apparatus. Now that's really cool. I think I might end up going with that one. Direct democracy. Let's see, what does it say? Holds an election every 2 years to select a new ruler. Core sector planets +2. This government is a materialistic form of democracy where citizens use computer networks to vote directly to most matters regarding the state. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure what this is. Core sector planets +2. I'm not sure. Science Directorate. This government is a materialistic form of oligarchy where a committee of scientists supervises the government apparatus for maximal efficiency. Research alternatives +1. Empire leader capacity +1. Direct democracy. Despotic hegemony. This government is a materialistic form of autocracy where citizens are viewed as little more than cogs in the state machinery. Efficiency and technology progress are valued above all things. Research speed +5, survey speed +10. That's really cool. And this one was like, I didn't go over these very well because research alternatives, yeah, that's cool. This means you have 4 to choose from in your research list, which you'll see. You'll see later about the research lists. Empire leader capacity is +1. That's pretty big too, but that's only if you plan on having a whole bunch of different leaders. And for me, it's not that important. Research speed +5 is big. Survey speed +10. Both these are big. It is, but just not for me. Let's see. Indirect democracy holds an election every 5 years, select a new ruler. Leader skill level +1. This government is an indirect democracy where citizens can vote on officials who are elected to represent them. Blah blah blah. Leader skill levels +1. Leader recruitment cost -10. The leader skill levels +1 is actually pretty big. Makes your skills a little bit better when you get them and stuff. I mean, it is good, but it's not the best. Leader recruitment cost -10. Whenever you need a new leader, unless you start moving really and expanding really fast, the leader recruitment cost is not going to be that big of a deal to you, in my opinion. The plutocratic oligarchy. This government is a plutocratic form of oligarchy ruled by a wealthy elite. A citizen's personal wealth translates directly into political power. If you're a person that plans on hoarding your money and spending a lot of it all at once and stuff, this is the way to go. Energy credits +5%, minerals +5. I mean, if you start stockpiling these different planets and you start, you getting all of these things going, this will add up very quickly. Not for me, though. Despotic empire. This government is a relatively pure form of autocracy with an absolute ruler that governs the state with an iron-gripping appendage. Building cost -15, slave mineral output +10, and slave food output +10%. That's pretty cool if you plan on having slaves. I don't, though. So I actually might go with military dictatorship just because of the naval capacity and ship upkeep. Now, I actually am going to go back over here, and I'm going to look at this real quick again just to see if I actually want to be a materialist. Xenophobe. Let's see. Energy credits. I mean, that's cool. I can't be that one. Plus, minus. I kind of want to do that, though. Nope, we're definitely going to go with materialist. Yep, we're definitely going to go with materialist with a military dictatorship. Alright, then we're going to go with the empire name. These guys are going to be the Clothics, Galactic Dominion. Their rule is just. If you get in their way, they will destroy you. Yes, and it's supposed to auto-generate with your name, but for some odd reason it's not working. Alright, so we're just going to call these guys Dominion. That's the adjective of their empire. It's the Dominion. I actually think the Dominion would make more sense. Might not for this situation, but I'm calling it the Dominion. Alright, then we're going to do new. And you can make your own flag, which is actually pretty cool. So you can go with blocky, human, ornate, pirate, pointy, round, zoological. Blocky, just that, kind of that. Human, I guess these are symbols that we have made up with over the course of history. I don't know. You got ornate, speaks for itself, very decorative. Pirate, that should definitely speak for itself. Pointy, well, yeah. Round, once again, yeah. And zoological, which is basically animalistic. I actually think I'm going to go with zoological. I want to do these because it kind of looks like slash marks from cats. And we're going to go with that. So, We're going to go black as the main color and purple for the secondary. And we're going to go with this one, I think. Maybe this one. Yep, we're going to go with that. They're going to be purple and black because I like that color combination. You choose next. It can be starting weapons. Alright. Starting weapons is actually pretty huge, depending on how you plan on going. And they're all definitely have their weaknesses. Projectile weapons from mass drivers that use electromagnetic catapults to accelerate projectiles towards targets at blinding speeds. While somewhat limited in range, their kinetic energy and high rate of fire chew through shields with ease. It's very anti-shield, it really is. Matter of fact, when you hover over them when you're building your ships and stuff, it'll sit there and tell you, I think it's plus 50 or plus 100% shield damage, so it just eats right through them. Energy weapons, almost the exact opposite. These directed energy weapons emit focused laser beams at their targets. They are effective at medium to close range, largely ignoring the bulk of the enemy armor. And that's really freaking huge too. Because they, once again, when you hover over them, it'll sit there and say plus 50% or minus something. I can't remember exactly. But it'll ignore 50 or like 100% of the enemy armor. So if they have 13, it completely reduces it down to 0, and it's doing pure damage to their armor. But if they have deflectors or a shield, well, there are problems. Or you can go with missile weapons. Space-to-space missiles armed with nuclear warheads. Missiles have excellent range, but they are vulnerable to interception by point defense systems. Once again, really cool. I'm actually going to go with missiles myself, just because I like them. And what these affect is your starting weapons for your ships, your weapons on your defense platforms, and your weapons on your planets. Like, initially, until you research these. And I think your spaceports and stuff will always have to have missile weapons if you choose one or the others. I'm not 100% on that, but that's my guess. I'm not an expert. The game just came out. Alright. Then you got your FTL, which is faster than light method. Warp travel. It's recommended for new players and justly slow. So, the warp drive generates a subspace bubble around your ship, making faster than light speeds attainable. This allows for free but relatively slow travel between stars given the great distances involved. Now, what that means is, first, if you look in the background here, if you guys can see this, you see all these bright stars? Let's just say all of these are close to each other. If I'm in the center star, I have a little circle when I'm trying to move a player or a ship. And if any of these stars are in that range, I can go straight to it. Like, so, boom, I can go right past this one, click, go right to that, and as long as they're in the range of my circle, I literally can just travel right to it. So say my planet here is under attack, and I'm here, right to it, all my ships, which is huge. There's a downside is, of course, the range, because unlike this one, which I'll explain in a second, you're limited on range. So if, for instance, you want to get to the star and it's just outside your bubble, you might have to go click, 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 just to get to that one star, which is freaking crazy. So you literally have to plan accordingly when you build your empire. To be all clustered, because if you're too far away, you literally might have to travel all the way around just to get back to your own system. Especially considering when other empires, when you start to discover them, their area of influence will be highlighted, and you can't fly in any of those stars, so it's a big pain in the arse. Alright, now like I said though, about the distance, you got the hyperspace travel. The hyperdrive allows ships to temporarily breach the dimension of hyperspace. Interstellar travel is fast, but limited to existing points along the hyperplane network. Now, along with this one, this one's a lot faster. I just have to say that, but it's very limited. The same situation. All of these stars, now start moving away from me though. All these stars right here that you can be on, they'll all be like lines, connected, 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 connected. I mean, these might be connected to all three of these, but this one, these might not be connected to these two at all. So you'd have to like click, 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 get back to it. And then you have to come all the way back around. So you might have to do 5 jumps to travel to one star that's right next to you just because it's not on the same path. Which is crazy, but that's the way it works. But it is instant. It charges up, you're there. Charges up, you're there. This one, it's like you have to go to the edge. Like, say this is your zone. With hyperspace travel, you warp in. You sit there. It charges up, you warp out. Warp travel doesn't happen every time, but some of the times I'll come in, and my character will have to be like, fly to the other edge. or fly to the edge, or fly to the edge. So a lot of the times, though, he just turns back around. Oh crap, what I do? A lot of the times he just turns back around and click, and he starts to warp, and it's like, but he warps in, so then he has to turn back around and fly to the edge and go back out. Really cool. Wormhole travel. I have not messed with this one yet. I just haven't had a chance. Wormhole generators tunnel through subspace and establish a conduit between 2 points, permitting travel across vast distances. The large generators are too big to be fitted on ships, requiring special wormhole stations to operate. Now, like I said, I have not messed with it. I'm not going to mess with it this time around, but I will definitely in the future when I create another empire after these guys. I either fail or succeed with these guys. Hey, I might succeed. I'm probably going to fail. I'm going to go ahead and say that. Because it is a hard game, and I'm overly aggressive. But I'm going to go ahead and stick with warp travel, just because I play with hyperspace travel, and I'm not the biggest fan of it. I like it. I love the concept of it. It's very fast. Literally, it's like warping in, warp drive activated, bam, you're in the other state thing. But the issue I ran into is just what I said. It took way too long to get to all the way back around. I like being able to jump within, and if you build your empire right, you won't have an issue where you'll have to warp that distance. I actually ran into an issue with warp travel, but that's besides the point. And then, of course, you go to your ship appearance. I've mainly been playing with anthropods. I don't know why. It's mainly what I've been making for my empires. And that's different ships. You got the mammalian ships, the reptilian ships, avian ships, the molluscoids, fungoid, and anthropoid. Now, that's really freaking cool. The different types of ships, because it does affect the way everything looks. But I'm just going to go with mammalian ships. I haven't done it, and I'm going to stick to my guns. Very military, very rugged, very bam, in your face. So that's what we're going with. So, it'll give you an overview. I am the Clothics Galactic Dominion. They are a military dictatorship, fanatic militarist, and they are materialists. They are very strong. They are repugnant because they have their mad cat face, sad cat face, whatever the fuck that was. Not a big deal, only minus 1%, but hey, either they listen to me or I'm going to blow them up. I'm enduring. My people have a long lifespan because they know their ways. They're stuck in them. Doesn't bother them. And they're quick learners because they're military leaders. They have to think fast on their feet. We're using nuclear missiles. We have warp travel, and our ships are mammalian. So we're going to warp in. We're going to blow your fucking planet up, and then we're going to be on our way. So yeah, you can click save, or you can click done. It'll move you over to your game details. You can choose your galaxy size, which speaks for itself. How many freaking stars are going to be in it? I'm actually going to keep this one just to medium, just because I don't want to be way too big. We're going to have galaxy size, elliptical, spiral for 2 arms, elliptical circle, of course. Spiral with 2 arms, spiral with 4 arms. Looks really cool if you do the 2 or 4. It does. Ring, I haven't messed with. I don't want to, because I'm pretty sure it's exactly what it says. It's just a ring of stars, which means if you're on point A, if you're on point B, and you have an enemy on A and an enemy on C, you can't get past them because they're going to be occupying all these stars. If in my head I'm seeing this correctly, I mean, if it's a circle and you're here, you can't get over here unless you have wormhole travel and you can just jump there. But that's, I guess that'd be the benefit of having that. Anyway, we're going to elliptical. Ally Empire, or AI Empires, I'm sorry. This controls how many AI Empires will populate the galaxy. We're going to have 600 stars. We're just going to leave it at the default that it put it at 17. Advanced AI stars. This controls how many of the regular AI empires will start with a municipal advantage, resources, technology, and population. They do not gain any benefits. They do not gain any additional bonuses besides a stronger starting position. This setting does not affect fallen empires. And fallen empires are empires that they were once huge, sure, but now they only occupy maybe 1 or 2 stars, if I remember correctly. If that's how it's worded. And they're extremely powerful, and they really don't pay you any mind. Difficulty, that will, of course, this controls on high difficulty AI empires that are not subjects of players get bonuses to their economy and research and are less likely to ally players. Well, that's really good to know. You got normal, insane, and hard. I'm just leaving it on normal because, man, screw that other noise. Unless you're playing with actual other players. And of course, allowed FTL method. This controls which method faster than light can travel. What the hell? This controls which method of faster than light travel can be chosen by regular empires. By default, all three methods, warp, hyperdrive, and wormholes, are enabled. And what that means by regular empires, the fallen empires are going to have their own stuff regardless. So, regardless. Okay. Allowed FTL method. I'm going to leave that on any. You got Iron Man mode. In Iron Man mode, console cheats are disabled and the game is automatically saved regularly to a single file. In games played with this setting, there is no turning back. Yep. And we are going to leave that off because screw that noise. I am not ready for it. And next time, guys, we will definitely be playing. But for now, that's all the time I have. If you liked what you saw, guys, give a like, leave a comment, let me know how I did, where I messed up, which I probably did. Go ahead and tell me. And as always, guys, subscribe for more. I'm probably going to be making a series on this. Please come join the fun. And I will see you next time, guys. Peace out.